Welcome back to another Odyssey 40k video. This one we're going to do a review of the brand new detachment that just got released by Games Workshop at the same time as the Balanced Style State. This is the Tau detachment, the experimental prototype Cadre, or basically, if you ever played a 9th edition, the Bork'an detachment. I really hope you enjoy our breakdown of this video. So let's crack straight into it. So what do we get here? I'm obviously not going to talk about the fluff. These detachments just got released a couple of hours ago. I've had a quick look through them and then I thought we'd break them down together and let's see how we go. So the detachment rule for the experimental prototype Cadre detachment is add 6 inches to the range characteristic of the ranged weapons equipped by Tau Empire models from your army. Pretty decent buff. This is really strong on, say, like fusions. Getting fusions to 18 inches is quite nice. Still can't deep strike and get in within melter, but still quite good. But also flamers get really pushed with this. It's a really nice buff to flamers. 18-inch flamers, anyone? Oh, really nice there. Quite a strong rule. Not the strongest tower rule, but not bad. Next we have the enhancements. We have a supernova launcher, Tau Empire model only, select one air bursting fragmentation projector equipped by the bearer, improve the strength characteristic of that weapon by 3, so it'll be strength 6, and improve the armor penetration and damage characteristics of that weapon by 1. So it becomes AP 1 and damage 2. So you probably won't be ignoring cover with this very often if you're shooting the indirect portion of it. But it means that they won't be getting pluses to their armor save, that it won't be getting the AP1 effectively. So they'll be taking their armor saves at damage 2. Not a bad little way of plinking some extra damage off. D6 shots though isn't the craziest thing in the world. Interesting, but not the strongest in the world. Next we have the thermoneutronic projector. I loved this in 9th edition. Tau Empire model only. Select one Tau flamer equipped by the bearer. Improve the strength characteristic of that weapon by 2. And improve the armor penetration and damage characteristic of that weapon by 1. So it becomes strength 6, AP 1 and damage 2, sorry. Pretty good little flamer there, and again 18-inch range. So this guy attached to a Star Scythe unit, that means you'll be AP 2 if he shoots into non-vehicle and monster. Very tasty there. It's quite a scary unit you can scary gun you can get there. The damage 2 with a decent strength, whew, pretty good there. All these enhanced are weapons, by the way. I would have loved for one kind of buffing piece, but it is very Bork'an and very thematic of this detachment that they are experimental weapons, right? And we've got the plasma accelerator rifle, Tau Empire model only. Select one plasma rifle equipped by the bearer. Improve the strength characteristic of that weapon by 2, and improve the attack's armor penetration and damage characteristic of that attack by that weapon by 1. So becomes strength 10 plasma, okay, with an extra shot, cool. So it's kind of like a souped up version of Farsight's one. Pretty good, nice. Still only 2 shots, not the scariest thing in the world. If you have extra, I think all of these are just, if you have some extra points laying around, you tweak your commanders to have 1 or 2 of these weapons. Then we have fusion blades. This is probably the most powerful one of the lot, just because of the melter 4 at the end here. But this is fusion blades, Tau Empire model only. Select one fusion blaster equipped by the bearer. Improve the attacks characteristic of that weapon by 1, so it's 2 shots. Improve the strength characteristic of that weapon by 3, so it's strength 12. And the weapon has the melter 4 ability. So instead of melter 2, it's melter 4, so it pushes through some more damage, has an extra shot. Pretty strong there on the unit that's already rerolling all hits and wounds against vehicles in the Sunforge. Really good, just force multiply there. Again, that extra bit of damage through can be really solid. Now we go on to the stratagems. There's some pretty cool things here. We have automated repair drones. This gives you, in your command phase, you can basically heal one battlesuit unit. So whether that's a crisis unit, like a Fire Knife, a Sunforge, or a Star Scythe, or a Ghost Keel that's taken some damage, or a Riptide, pretty much all the options, or broadside and storm surge, just so we name them all. Gaining back D3 plus 1 lost wounds is kind of nice, especially in something like a ghost kill, which can be pretty hard for your opponents to take down. If they chip away half, you can almost get back to full health potentially with this. If you've got some extra CP, could be interesting, but healing isn't very strong. So it's one of those things, like, it'll be nice when it comes up, but it'd be very rare when it does come up. It is in your command phase though, so you do get to do it before battle shocking. So if 2 wounds would take you off from battle shock, you can kind of use it as like a sneaky new order stratagem. Not yet. Insane bravery stratagem, sorry. Next we have reactive impact dampeners. This is in your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase, just after an enemy unit has selected its targets. 1 Tower Empire battlesuit unit from your army that was selected as the target of one or more of those attacking units' attacks. Until the end of the phase, each time an attack that targets your unit, if the strength characteristic of that attack is greater than the toughness characteristic of your unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll. So effectively, when you use this, it's -1 to wound. So they'll be wounding you most likely on 4s or 3s if that was a very strong weapon and you're using it on a crisis unit. I see this is really good at really keeping a Riptide and a Ghost Killer alive. Again, this just seems so strong. It's like, well, I need this Riptide to live, and you're going up against another shooting army or a melee army, and they're over, like, high strength melee. Being able to -1 to wound, super powerful. Really, really, really good. Just getting 16% damage reduction, really strong. Next we have experimental weaponry. This one's basically only for the Star Scythe with Flamers, I think. Your shooting phase, 1 Tower Empire unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot this phase. Until the end of the phase, each time you roll 1 or more dice to determine the number of attacks made with a weapon equipped by a model in your unit, you can re-roll the result. So your Star Scythe unit gets a bit more consistent, but you have to preemptively use it, so it's a tricky one. You don't know if you're going to roll poorly with your Flamers, but if you really need to punch through, you can guarantee the extra shots, while you can guarantee a bit more consistency. Now onto the two standout stratagems here. We have the first one, experimental ammunition. In your shooting phase, select 1 Tower Empire unit that hasn't shot yet, and select one of the following to apply to your unit. Improve the strength characteristic by 1 of ranged weapons, really good, or improve the strength and armor penetration, but you gain hazardous. Okay, now, like, there are so many amazing breakpoints for this. A fire knife unit with missile pods going to strength 8 AP2 base. Absolutely insane. You're most likely going to be guided, so you're going to be ignoring cover, so it's strength 8 AP2 damage just with reroll hits. Really, really strong there. You do gain hazardous, and they do have 2 guns each, so you will be taking 6 to 10 hazardous, depending if you have a commander in there. But really powerful ability. Just also, like on a Riptide, has a bunch of guns, has the missile drones, has the big gun, being able to get the ion accelerator to strength 9 can be nice for popping transports and stuff like that. Getting above strength 8 for toughness 8 units. So there's a couple of places where that's just +1 to wound, and all the guns love the extra AP. Not needing to overcharge sometimes to get to strength 8 AP3 is also quite a nice thing to be able to do with this, with a Riptide. Next we have threat assessment and analyzer. Beautiful name, beautiful name. Again, this is another really powerful one. Your shooting phase, 1 Tower Empire unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot yet, so same restrictions as the previous one. You either get sustained or lethal, or you can get both and hazardous. Obviously, you can't use this stratagem and the previous one. You can't use both of them on the same unit, so you have to disperse your damage. But getting sustained and lethals for 1 CP is just insane. I could see this just going so big with, so like having Shadow Sun, so you can refund CP with it as well. Getting the reroll 1, so you just become super consistent, sustained hits and lethal hits. You're just pushing through so much damage with this. It's just crazy. Like, it's definitely, this is designed as a bit more of a gunline battlesuit focused attachment. Like, it's kind of like a riff on the Cadre, just in a very different way. But like, it just seems very strong. And then lastly, we have 18-inch low nop for crisis units. So this is only for the smaller battle suits, but you can give them 18-inch low nop. Really good. Again, situational, but nice that you can kind of force it on your opponent. Yeah, really good suite here. I can see the kind of standout units I could see in this are Riptides, all the different crisis units. I also think that you could see double to triple Ghost Kill in this, just for the fact that the fusion on top is 18 inches, which is a bit more consistent. You can make it strength 9, AP 3, damage 3 on the Ion. That's a really decent skirmish piece, and they're so durable at the moment. I really think they could be really interesting, and with the ability to heal them, give them -1 to wound if you need. Like, there's just so much good stuff in here for the battle suits. And even like breaches can be really strong as attachment. Breaches with 16-inch range guns, hell yes. Be able to stay back a little bit further, play a bit more angles. Just really nice. And yeah, that's this detachment. I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. Let me know in the comment section below what you like about this detachment, what you're going to try out first, what units you're excited to put on the tables with this detachment. So let me know down below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. There will be ones for all the other detachments, and I've also done a video on the balanced data slate itself, so please go check those out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.